Am I the butthole for refusing to give in to a Disney adult? My niece just turned 5 and we got her a magic mixie. My sister, Elsa, has a strict, Disney toy-only policy and literally gives us lists of acceptable Disney-only toys, but that's not what my niece wanted. She's been obsessed with getting a magic mixie since her friend got one. My Bill doesn't care and gets her other stuff all the time. I texted him and he said it was okay to not stick to the list since the grandparents got her stuff that wasn't Disney-related. He said he wants niece to branch out more and ignore the list. Elsa is a Disney adult. Everything has to be Disney-related. Before my niece was born, Elsa sent out a Facebook post and a family-wide email that anything without a Disney character on it, toys, clothes, bedding, furniture, anything, would get thrown out. Not donated, thrown out. We've never actually sent my niece a gift at all because we knew Elsa would throw it away. Disney is her aesthetic and she'll throw things away in front of the people who gift them to her if they're not plastered with cartoon characters. At her birthday party, niece opened the magic mixie and went bananas. Elsa didn't say anything other than a neutral, "How cute," and then moved on to something else. After the party was over, Elsa went apeshit and said it's my fault she has to throw her kid's toy away. Apparently, she and Bill got into a big fight when she tried to throw it out during the party. She also tried to give it to several of the parents at the party. The moms from her mom group called her insensitive that she'd try to get rid of a toy her kid was so excited about and asked if she was going to do that with their gifts. My mom called me later and said I was a huge off for not sticking to what Elsa wanted and making her anxious about the presents, because I guess after the party, her mom group friends got pissed at her when they found out she throws gifts away, so she and niece are uninvited from a lot of spring activities. Am I the butthole for not giving in to a Disney adult and getting the kid the toy they actually wanted? Not the butthole. Elsa needs to let it go.
Am I the butthole for being pissed off at my girlfriend for licking all the Oreos? This is so stupid. We mostly get along great, but this one issue is driving me very crazy. Yesterday I went to get myself a couple of Oreos and I noticed that they looked like they were taken apart and put back together. The cream was smeared, gone from a couple. My girlfriend confirmed that she licked every single one of them and put them back in the box. She kept saying, "Just eat your Cholo Kate chips," but that's not the point. It's not hygienic having licked food just lying around the house like that. It's just gross. Today she's doubling down. When the groceries came, she opened her chips in front of me, licked one of them all over, like just slobbered all over it, then put it back in the bag and shook it up. Now I can't eat any of them because I don't know which ones have spit on them. My girlfriend says I'm the butthole for not letting this go, but I can't, it's so gross. Edit. I just want to clarify a few things. They're not her snacks. We pick our own snacks, but we pay for groceries together, so technically they're all our snacks. I usually try to eat the ones I picked first, but sometimes I run out or get bored of the same thing. She's welcome to have mine if she wanted. She never finishes her snacks. She eats like a bird, while I work out and need a lot more calories. It makes no sense for her to hoard snacks that she will never finish before they go bad. You the butthole. Op left out incredibly important information, which is that these are her Oreos and he constantly eats her snacks, so she's doing this to get him to stop. Also, she'll never finish them before they go bad? Oreos won't go bad for like a year. She'd finish them if your greedy ass gave her a chance to.
Am I the butthole for not telling my coworkers that I'm polyamorous and laughing at them? I am in a poly relationship with Ruby, my GF of 11 years, and Louie, my BF of 10 years. The three of us all date each other and are closed off to dating anyone outside of our current relationship. I never mentioned this to my coworkers because I never cared to. I don't tend to talk about my life while at work. A few weeks ago my coworker Ken, who was aware I had a boyfriend, saw me making out with Ruby at a bar and took some pictures. He, apparently, started telling everyone that I was cheating on Louie and showed the pictures of Ruby and me. I had noticed that some people were giving me the cold shoulder, but I just figured it was something to do with my recent promotion. A few days ago I was talking to my friend in the break room about her ex and mentioned how much I hate cheaters, which prompted Ken and a few of my other coworkers to start calling me out and telling me that I was a hypocrite. When I said that I never cheated, Ken confronted me with the pictures of Ruby and me at the bar and a picture of Louie and me on a date from last week. Ken kept asking, "So who are you dating?" while shoving his phone in my face, so I just brushed his arm aside and told him, "Both of them." That only seemed to see him and others off worse, and he started nagging me again and I started laughing. I wasn't trying to be rude, I just actually found it funny how upset everyone was getting over my relationship that they had no idea about. He stopped talking after laughing and I took that time to explain my relationship and showed pictures of all three of us, including ones of Ruby and Louie kissing, and I joked about him taking pictures, like a stalker. Now a bunch of my coworkers is pissed that I hid my polyamory from them and are now saying that it's my fault, that they now look like jerks for talking bad about me behind my back. Am I the butthole for not telling my coworkers that I'm poly and subsequently laughing in their faces? Edit. Just to clear up some things. 1. Ken does not know either of my partners. He only knew about Louie and had no reasonable way of knowing if I was still with him at the time. 2. I was unaware of any of the pictures being taken until Ken showed me them. 3. Ken was definitely stalking me and I've been in contact with the police, so thank you to my coworkers who reached out with some info about that. Update. I just got home, so here's an update of what's happened so far. Yesterday a few of my coworkers saw my post and decided to let me know he had been showing them more pictures than the ones I saw. A coworker in IT who was working last night read it and looked in his company computer for any possible pictures, and there were a lot. When I talked to HR this morning, they were aware of both issues as IT had alerted them when they found the pictures and sent them a link to my post, and my friend who works here had also told HR the day it happened, even though I had told her originally not to worry about it, but they couldn't do anything until I made a report. The pictures obviously changed that. Ken was definitely stalking me. He was immediately fired and we ended up having to get the police involved because it was determined that I was in immediate danger. I do have a temporary restraining order before the court date, but he is currently with the police. HR had me go home early today and honestly I'm exhausted. A lot more stuff is happening right now, but some of it I can't talk about right now and others I don't really want to. Sorry, this is kind of disjointed. I didn't sleep much last night, and my head's kind of spinning from everything. When I originally posted this I didn't really take this situation seriously. I just figured it was a coworker just wanting some drama to spread and I just happened to be the prime candidate. Ken had always been a bit of a creepy, nice guy, but never thought much of it, and when I laughed and called him a stalker I never would have expected that to be true. Louie and Ruby were able to take some time off and are spending the day with me at home cuddling and watching movies, so if anyone has any good movies recommendations, please let me know. I'm exhausted and ready for all of this to be over. Thank you all so much for everything. You all made me open my eyes to the real situation when I was laughing it all off as weird coworkers.
Not the butthole. Your polyamory is none of their business. And frankly, Ken deserves to be called out for photographing you in public like some creepy stalker. Since he apparently wasn't going to show these pictures to Louie as proof that you're cheating, it looks like he was only showing them around the office to gossip about you. In your place, I would be talking to HR about Ken.